You can do better. Pull up your socks. 3 out of 10. See me in your office. That's the message.
Nothing to add on to that. When you say addressing, I hope you mean with actions, not sitting on top of a Land Cruiser, talking to people.
I'm hoping that if he were, for example, if he were not accompanying the president to the launch of Nyota in Mandera, but going actually to the ground in Mandera and meeting these people, right? If he was there with Kaya Mohammed Ibrahim, who was walking past livestock carcasses in Mandera on Saturday, and remember, the top leadership of this country was in Mandera just last week.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if they had gone to talk to these people and tell them, let's organize how you bring your emaciated livestock. We shall organize their offtake. We shall organize feedlotting and feeding them. We shall organize how we shall help you to water your food, your animals. We shall help you to get food instead of going to this particular place in Turkana where they are digging a well so deep under, right? If this is what the DP was doing, and not driving around on top of vehicles and responding to people who stole relief supplies, who are idlers, who are on other political parties who are trying to gun for his position. If he was not addressing those non-entities, he'd be doing a much better job.
Agreed. I think the fact that this is where we are at, politicking as opposed to doing the work that, essentially we are in office for, is an indictment of how we do things. To be honest, the last few weeks I felt like we are in full-on campaign mode, and there are so many elected leaders who are just traversing the country, beating their chests, talking about whether it's everything from one term, two term, to Linda Mwananchi, to Linda Ground, to whatever. Again, these are elected leaders who we have given this mandate. In the case of Professor Kindiki, not elected as deputy president, still, you found your way there. It is a mandate that you have. 3.3 million people are facing not just food insecurity, but they're essentially facing death, starvation, God knows what else. The fact that on the other side, we see a glut in tomato supply, in other food supplies. Farmers are unable to sell. They're unable to dispose of what they have, meaning they're feeding it to livestock. Livestock wakishiba wanatupa. And that is entire waste.
Imagine.
The fact that the only person who could essentially connect one to the other is the government. But the government is busy asserting the fact that they are the government. It's a loss on us. And essentially not a win for anyone.
It just tells us that they actually are not sure they are government.
Yeah.
When you want to keep repeating that, I'm a good person.
Yeah.
I'm a good person. You're actually not a good person.
Yeah.
I am the deputy president. Where did that come up as a question?
Then do deputy president things. Do deputy president things.
No, he wants affirmation that he's the deputy president. That's why he's not doing the job.
Yeah.
Because he's just not sure that he is actually in office. It is annoying. And Kenyans, we have got to get angry enough to say enough is enough. Enough is enough. I mean, we are not going to see people starving like this. This 73-year-old woman sitting here under a shade has not had a meal. You can clearly see she hasn't had a meal in a while. The children who are not going to school, you can clearly tell that they are not going to school because there is no food at home and there is no food at school. Yet we have a national school feeding program that is getting budgetary appropriations every year. And what we do is we focus on other things here, Jeshila Joho, Linda Mwananchi. Who cares?
Who cares?
The nation asks, who cares?
Who cares?
Who really cares?
Let's take a short